Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari. Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajanaranjana Jaya Brajajanaranjana. Jaya Jamunatira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamuna Jaya Jamun Vanachari Jamunatira Jamunatira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jamunatira Chari Jaya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rukmini Dakarish, Rukmini Dakarish. Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath. Oh Jaya Gaurnitai, Jaya Gaurnitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya, Asto Tarasat His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jai Sri Sri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhana Ki Jai Vrindavan Dhama Ki Jai Mayapur Navadvip Dhama Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Purushottam Kshetra Ki Jai Book distribution Ki Jai Prasadam distribution Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Today we're reading from Canto 3, Chapter 19, Text 28, The Killing of the Demon Hiranyaksha. The date is November 15th. Yam yogino yaga samadhina raho. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti lingad asatoma mokshaya. Dhyayanti lingad asatoma mokshaya. Tasyai sadaitya rishabhapadahato. Tasyai sadaitya rishabhapadahato. Mokam prapasyam sthanam utsrajaha. Mokam prapasyam sthanam utsasrajaha. Somebody would like to read, please? 3 times. Yam yogina yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti lingada satoma mokshaya. Tasyai siddhaita rishabhapadahato. Mokam prapasyam sthanam utsasrajaha. That's it, it's 3. Yogina yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti lingada satoma mokshaya. Yogina yoga samadhina raho. Tasyai rishabhapadahato. Yam yogina yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti lingada satoma mokshaya. Tasyai rishabhapadahato. Tamukam prapasyam sthanam utsasarjaha. Yam yogina yoga samadhina raho. Jayanti lingada satoma moshaya. Tasyaya sadaitya rishabhapada do. Mukam prapasya. Ladies. Yam yogina yoga samadhina raho. Yanti lingada. Taitya rishabhapada do. Mukam prapasyam stanamo susajaha. Yogina yoga samadhina raho. Word for word. Yam, whom? Yogina, the yogis. Yoga samadhina, in mystic trance. Raha, in seclusion. Jayanti, meditate upon. Lingat, from the body. Asata, unreal. Mumukshaya, seeking freedom. Tasya, of him. Aisha, this. Daitya, sons of Diti. Rishabha, the crest jewel. Pada, by a foot. Ahata, struck. Mukham, countenance. Prapasyan, while gazing on, Tanum, the body. Utsasraja, he cast off. Heart, indeed. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Brahma continued. He, referring to Hiranyaksha, was struck by the 4 foot of the Lord, whom yogis seeking freedom from their unreal material bodies meditate upon in seclusion in mystic trance. While gazing on his countenance, this crest jewel of deity's sons, has cast off his mortal coil. Purport. The process of yoga is very clearly described in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is said here that the ultimate end of the yogis and the mystics who perform meditation is to get rid of this material body. Therefore they meditate in a secluded place to attain yogic trance. Yoga has to be performed in a secluded place, not in public or in a demonstration on stage, as nowadays practiced by many so-called yogis. Real yoga aims at ridding one of the material body. Yoga practice is not intended to keep the body fit and young. Such advertisements of so-called yoga are not approved by any standard method. Particularly mentioned in this verse is the word yam, or unto whom, indicating that meditation should be targeted on the personality of Godhead. Even if one concentrates his mind on the boar form of the Lord, that is also yoga. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, one who concentrates his mind constantly in meditation upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead in one of his many varieties of forms is a first-class yogi, and he can very easily attain trance simply by meditating upon the form of the Lord. If one is able to continue such meditation on the Lord's form, at the time of one's death, one is liberated from this mortal body and is transferred to the kingdom of God. This opportunity was given to the demon by the Lord, and therefore Brahma and the other demigods were astonished. In other words, the perfection of yoga practice can be attained by a demon also if he is simply kicked by the Lord. Such a beautiful purport. No? Wow. Translation. Brahma continued. He was struck by the forefoot of the Lord, whom yogis, seeking freedom from their unreal material bodies, meditate upon in the seclusion in mystic trance. While gazing on his countenance, on the Lord's countenance, this crestule of deity's sons has cast off his mortal coil. Om Gyana Timirandasya Gananjana Salakaya Shakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Sha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahakana Ragnatam Tam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sayatam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosate Jayato Surato Pango Mamamanda Matikatim Matsavasa Padam Bojo Shri Radha Madana Mohano Divya Drindaranya Kalpadrumadaha Shrimad Ratna Singhasanasto Shrimad Radha Shila Govinda Devo Prasalapi Sevyamana Smarami Shriman Rasar Sarampi Vamsi Patatatas Kasham Veno Swane Gopi Gopinatha Sriastana Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Sri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Such a beautiful pastimes we've been going through. So I'd like to thank Archita for giving me this opportunity, because our process is hearing and chanting, and now I have it's wonderful when one has the chance to speak how one's focus becomes focused. It's really focused, because we can think about Krishna and we have a whole, there's so much you could say about Krishna. Krishna is unlimited, so what we can say about Krishna is also unlimited. But when you have a focus, like a verse, which we dive into deeply, then it magnifies all the individual points and it becomes truly nectar. This week has been a nectarian experience due to having this focus of study in a particular realm. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, Archita. And so this verse is a continuation of the previous verse, where Brahma is, who's been seeing the whole pastime, because Brahma was right there in the very beginning, because from his nostril came the beautiful, tiny, golden form of Varahadev. Very beautiful. When the Lord assumes a form, he carries with him all of his opulences, his beauty, his knowledge, his strength. It's not like a bore of this world. The Lord has beautiful, big lotus eyes and golden form, and he's enormous. He spreads and covers the entire sky. And the demon was trying to, the demon must have also been huge, because he was trying to capture the Lord in his arms. Impossible task, but being puffed up and demoniac, he was thinking, I will catch the Lord and crush him. But he was very surprised to see that no matter how he thought he would crush the Lord was always outside of his grasp, because the Lord is the master of all mystic powers, unlimited and unfathomable. So this pastime has been very exciting. Hiranyaksha has displayed so many of his mystic powers. After all, he's not an ordinary personality. He's not an ordinary personality. Actually, when the Lord wants to enjoy the rasa of Veera, he likes to fight. He wants to fight with someone who's very, very powerful. And so this beautiful forms, here we have Jai and Vijay. These are the forms, the original forms of the demon Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And so the Lord chose his own personal associate, four-armed form from the spiritual world, to take the form of a demon and create an amazing battle that will give devotees so much content to talk about, because the devotee's life, we use our tongues in glorifying the Lord, in speaking about his pastimes. So the Lord makes extraordinary pastimes, colorful, powerful, mind-blowing, that anyone who's not a devotee will say, this is mythology. This is how the Lord bewilders the atheist, because they can't understand his form. They only see the impersonal. They don't understand that the Lord has a form. So this is the continuation. Hiranyaksha has been displaying his mystic power with, storms and hailstones and mountains that had weapons, and stones that came from all directions, like from a machine gun. He's been casting down blood and bone and hair and mucus and all kinds of disgusting things. With his mystic power, he created this whole illusion. And then Lord Boar, with his chakra, Sudarshan chakra, he dispelled all these illusions. And then the Hiranyaksha was forced to come again and to fight. And he pounded the Lord's chest with his fist, and he was sorry, my mind sometimes goes blank. So anyway, he was doing so many things. And then the Lord simply, in the purport it says nonchalantly, that he just very casually kind of struck the demon with his forearms. Remember, the Lord in this incarnation is a boar form, so he has 4 legs. And when a creature has 4 legs, then the forearms are the front arms. So he slapped the demon at the root of the ear, and his eyes bulged out of his body, and all his arms and legs were broken, his hair scattered in all directions, and he fell down dead. And here Brahma is marveling. He's marveling to see that despite the demon being dead, lying on the ground, biting his lip, that the glow of his body was unfaded. And Brahma was astounded. He said, who could meet such an amazing death? Because normally when the body dies, immediately the luster fades and decomposure sets in. But because the demon's body was touched by the personal body of the Lord, his body didn't deteriorate when he died. And so he actually had an amazing death, and Lord Brahma is marveling how the demon had such an amazing death while staring upon the countenance of the Lord in this beautiful boar-like form. So the atheist can never find the Lord. When they go into matter, into matter, they find atoms. But when the devotee goes into matter, he finds within the atom his Istadev, Supreme Lord, sitting. In fact, the devotee sees the Supreme Lord. As we become purer, the pure devotee actually sees the Supreme Lord everywhere and every time within the atom. In fact, surrounded in every aspect of life by the Supreme Lord. This is the vision of pure devotee, as said in Chaitanya Charitamrita. But the non-devotee, he will find atoms, protons, electrons, etc., and eventually come to the unified field of, and if he's transcendentalist, he will find bliss there in the impersonal Brahman. But the devotee finds the Supreme Lord. And it's said here in the purport about, am I speaking fast? Am I speaking fast? Okay. It says in the purport about the word bhaja. Actually, I'm not sure if it's in this purport, one of the purports, that which can't be translated by the word worship in the English language, because worship indicates awe and reverence, whereas bhaja is to serve with love. And the devotee always seeks ways to serve his Lord with love at every moment. So the Lord always likes to create these spectacular, extraordinary leelas to fill our minds with these beautiful pastimes full of color, full of things beyond comprehension. And this is the great gift of the Lord, so that we have plenty of matter to, content to meditate upon. Like a dramatic dancer on the stage. He likes to do that. And there's 25 Leela avatars, of which Jayadev has sung about the 10 avatars. We have it here on the wall. Oh wow, lovely. Here we have the Das avatar. And I just wanted to sing the third verse, because of the 10, the Varaharupa is the third incarnation. We have the first being Matsya avatar, fish incarnation. Next is the Kurma Rupa, the turtle incarnation. And then we have Varaharupa, the boar form, and next is Hiranyakashipu. Of these are most extraordinary forms, then followed by Vamana, and then Parasuram, Rama, Balaram, and then we have Buddha, and last of all, Kalki. I hope I didn't miss anyone. So I wanted to sing this beautiful verse. I think it's, I'm trying to commit it to memory, haven't quite yet. But we're going to sing this third verse of the Dasavatar Stotra, and let's sing it. Oh, where's the words? Basati dashana sikare darani tavalagna shashani kalanka kaleba nimagna. Pasate dashani sikare darani tavalagna shashani kalanka kaleba nimagna. Kesavadrita Sukhana Rupa Jaya Jagadish Sahare, Jai Sahare, Jaya Jagadish Hare. O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of a giant boar, all glories unto you. The earth, which had sunk to the bottom of the Garbhodaka ocean, sits fixed upon the tip of your tusk like a spot upon the moon. What a beautiful image. We can carry this image all day. The Lord in his boar form was so enormous that he's compared to a full moon, and on that moon is a tiny spot, which is this gigantic Earth planet. If we just go to India by airplane at 500 miles an hour, it takes us 24 hours, so we can just see how big is Earth planet. But it's just a little speck that's on the moon of the Lord as he rises out of the ocean, the Garbhodaka ocean, to replace the Earth planet back in her orbit in the sky. And the Lord, he always comes to save the Earth. Earth is always under attack. Earth planet, most important planet, middle planet, like a launching pad. This planet is the most appropriate place to return back to Godhead. Because it's a middle planet without too much of suffering or too much of enjoyment, it's much more easy to focus on the Lord and to gain deliverance. Not only that, this planet was blessed by the footprints of the Supreme Lord just 5,000 years ago, and Lord Chaitanya just 500 years ago, and even more, that the earth, when she was carried by Lord Boar. She became his consort. And so this earth is most blessed planet and great opportunity for us who took birth here with the earth as our mother. She provides everything that we have, that we use, that we eat. Everything that we need is provided by Mother Earth, as the mother provides milk to a baby. So she provides everything. And I think one of the things that attracted me most to Krishna consciousness maybe was this incredible vision of the sacredness of everything. Because everything being the abode of the Supreme Lord within the atom and within the heart of all living beings, this world is a very sacred place, but it's become, desanctified because of demoniac presence and demoniac education. And therefore, we've been brought up to not see the Lord present everywhere. We see material things. But our training in Krishna consciousness is to re-establish this vision, the sacredness of the earth, because of the presence of the Lord in everything, everywhere, at all times. And to spread this knowledge that we may honor the creation and honor the Lord in the proper way and give our human life its true use in service of the Lord. So Supreme Lord, this is the Das Avatar. That's different forms that the Lord takes. But when the Lord comes 5,000 years ago, he comes in his Swayam Bhagavan form, original form, descended directly from spiritual world, with Gopavesha, Venukara, Navakishore, Natavara, Krishna. This beautiful Krishna with the flute, wearing the dress of a cowherd boy, and always young, always beautiful, and the best dancer. And this whole of spiritual world descended to this planet Earth in the form of Vrindavan, Mayapur. And these holy dhams, which are directly descended from the spiritual world, remain unaffected by any devastation on the planet, being eternal dhams of the Lord. So the Lord gave us so many things to think about, and it's so wonderful that the more we meditate on the presence of the Lord in our minds and hearts, the more this movement will manifest, the more people will become godly, how we will tip the balance of, the asuras and the suras by teaching people to constantly remember Krishna in their heart, to talk about Krishna, and to do activities, festivals and kirtan, and all these wonderful, colorful, beautiful things that we do to re-establish the glory of the Lord on this planet. And there's that beautiful shloka that how the Lord's glories ever triumphantly dominate this mundane world by the activity of his pastimes as being remembered in the minds of recollecting souls as the ever blissful, as the transcendental entity of ever blissful cognitive rasa, that by our meditation, by our focus of our mind on Supreme Lord, we bring his presence more. He's already here, but we take the covering, we remove the covering, and gradually this world will re-spiritualize, and Srila Prabhupada's mission will be fulfilled when every man and woman throughout the world of all nations and all religious beliefs, of all caste and creed, will unite and raise their arms and chant Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the world will remark how on the edge, on the brink of destruction as we sit, that the world was saved by this Hare Krishna movement that Srila Prabhupada brought to the West. And so we continue to have wonderful festivals. We just had a wonderful Govardhan Puja, and I want to extend my thanks to all the devotees who helped out. Radha Kripa, who was my right hand the whole day creating the hill, and back to Paul, who cooked and brought the tables, the devotees who came and blew up balloons, the devotees who cooked in their homes and brought beautiful offerings for the Lord, the devotees who brought fruits from all corners, the devotees who contributed some artistic effects. So I'd like to thank you all. This is a community endeavor that we're doing together to reestablish Krishna and Srila Prabhupada in a way that will change the future of this planet. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Criticisms? Whatever? Haribol.
According to Vedic literature, there are different demigods. Sometimes you will find in Greek mythology the gods of the water, gods of the thunderbolt. These are not imagination, actually they are facts. But due to